Hello everybody, I'm Session VC. Welcome back to the Cataclysm. Let's rejoin the adventures of Kunji Gurakawa and Bertie Hodges and their new pet Chihuahua, who for some reason we can't name yet. Alright, enough with this peasant flail. We gotta get rid of this thing. I'm gonna examine this. So it says bash 35, but it's got 129 base moves per attack for a best of 10.3 damage per second, and a 2-hit bonus of 0 with medium blocking ability and no other techniques. I took a look at our weapons that we could craft here, and I spotted the Vulcan right here at the top of the list. Apparently the Vulcan is a solid wood training katana, exactly crafted to mimic the weight and balance of the real thing. It lacks a sharp edge, but it's still quite capable of inflicting deadly wounds. It's got half the bash, but a 2-hit bonus of +3 and a lower base moves per attack. So the expected damage per second output is the same, but at least maybe I won't miss. Plus it's got rapid strike, 50% moves, 66% damage, and parry, high blocking ability. It is also well made and will withstand the punishment of combat, which to me brings it over the level of the trench mace, which I actually liked really well, but it didn't last very long in Bertie's hands. So we have enough leather patches to make 2. I have enough long sticks to make 2. I think I'm going to do a batch, and we'll just make 2 of these things. See if which one Bertie prefers. I'm going to do batch craft, 2 bokens. Wait, before we do that, did we turn off our flashlight? Look at that, I'm learning. Here we go. Batch craft, 2 boken. We will use the vegetable cooking oil, the duct tape, and here we go. Well, this is a long craft, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to shortcut this process, take a little pause here, and I'll be back when the bokens are crafted. Alright, crafting those 2 boken took literally all day, and then we had to take a break and get some sleep. Are we hydrated or turgid? I think we might be wasting water now. We need to take the earplugs out to make some earplugs because I just could not sleep. Bertie kept stirring around, and she actually decided to go to sleep over here in the cargo bay. Odd choice, I thought. And I wonder where our little doggy went and how he got away. So, he went out this door, I assume. The windshield that we've got to fix. Before we get on the road... Oh, hi, Bertie. So, you're awake. Good. Here's the thing I want to do. I want you to use... Or actually, hold on to this item, the boken. She says, I have no space to store it. I can only store 21 liters more. Okay, there's something I want you to do. I want you to use this item, the boken. Excuse me. She says, okay, I'll wield that now. She put away the tactical tonfa. Now, it looks like she's got options. She can pull out the tonfa if she wants to. I don't know which one she'll prefer. Let's see if I'm wielding my boken. Okay, we've got our bokens now. Hopefully that's a little bit better weapon. She says, hold on, I want to pulp that corpse of a chihuahua. Oh, the chihuahua went out here and got itself killed. What killed our chihuahua? Go ahead, pulp the chihuahua, Bertie. Aw, man. I didn't even realize the chihuahua was wearing a rubber dog rain suit. What happened to the poor chihuahua? Damn, we're gonna have to try again with a better dog. I just wanted to grab a few blackberries here and see what you can craft with them. Thought that'd be cool. Let's pick the blackberries. Oop. Pick the blackberries. Pick the blackberries. I remember doing this when I was a kid. That was before they started spraying everything with some really aggressive weed killers and insect killers and stuff. Down here in my part of the world, pretty much everywhere you went, on the sides of the highways and up against all the fences, you had wild blackberries just growing. You could go and pick them by the 5-gallon bucket. I remember doing that quite often with my mom. Of course, you'd get chiggers, something terrible. That's all the blackberries I can carry, huh? Oh, okay, we've still got a few things that need to be dropped off. Alright, that's fine. We got enough blackberries. Here, let's eat a black... Does it tell me which one's on the ground? No, not really. Anyway, then, of course, instead of cutting bushes back, they decided to spray them with totally permanent herbicides that, of course, go... Well, we don't even want to talk about where that stuff winds up, and I haven't seen a wild blackberry bush in a long time. Drop everything off over here. Wait, do I still have my Boken wielded? No, of course I don't. Wield, we need to favorite that item. Wield the Boken, and let's favorite the Boken. There we go. We should probably favorite the makeshift earplugs too. Now, if I sit down to craft something with the blackberries, what can we make? Canned fruit? We could can our blackberries. Now, 24 blackberries to a can, apparently. Huh. Using sugar, honey. Yeah, you need a lot of blackberries to can them. Wonder how long that takes. Does it tell me? It's going to result in something that has up to 388 nutrition. I'd say blackberries are not a wonderful solution to our food problems, but they're nice to have. Now, we may be able to put the blackberries into cookies. Yeah, we sure can. We have 50 clean water to work with. Got enough flour that we could do like 10 batches of cookies, I think. I think I'm just going to go that route because these cookies have up to 800 calories. And I think they last, yeah, up to 8 weeks. Let's do a batch of 10 of those. We're using the blackberries. Can't do 10 of them. I can do 8 of them. Let's use peanut butter. The blackberries. The charcoal cooker. Kanji Garkawa lives on cookies. You have insufficient charcoal. Well, we should be able to reload the charcoal cooker and then apply the in-process cookies. There we go. Eat a few of those. Alright. Drop them off in our unsorted box there. And let's sort out our loot, and then we'll get on the highway. Fantastic. Let's wield our Boken again. Alright, Birdie, what's our next destination, love? Go north along the highway past the substation and the public washroom. I think we need to drive all the way up to here where we left our SUV and brake left back toward the castle. As I guess where we're going to go. Oh, by the way, I just discovered the quick save action. That right there is going to save me a lot of problems with my computer freezing. Now, if it freezes, it freezes. No big deal. Let's see if we can drive to about right there. Oh, you're in a vehicle but not driving. Excuse me. Alright, we started the engine. Let's turn on the recharger. Jumping spider spotted. Can we ignore it? Yes. Drove right past that jumping spider. I'll bet that's what got the chihuahua too. Dang it. That's all right. We've got some dog food left. We'll get a big dog. I just know that it hurts Birdie's feelings because she's had such a rough life of it already. I don't know if I ever read her story on camera, but it's just awful. She was married and her husband turned into a zombie, and the evacuation didn't go well, and I mean, it just goes on and on. It's just absolutely horrible. All the way up. The Jabberwock is just the end of a very sad story when her other friend was killed by the Jabberwock and she holed up in a cave. Everything leading up to that point was just awful. You could make a movie about it. Uh-oh. There's already a monster at. That's okay. Uh-oh, there's already a monster at. Keep driving. Alright, we're back from a laptop crash. And where I've driven to is... Let's see here. Give me my map. Where I left off, we were coming back from the LMOE or whatever, so I've driven up to the point where we left the SUV. And across this field, past that motel, and now we're at the prison. So the reason I wanted to drive up here is because we can cannibalize all these other, these two other prison buses and get all the good parts off. We got good reinforced windshields and tires. I don't know if I can replace the tires. I'm going to try it with my folding boom. Then also this door here is in perfect shape. That heavy-duty door can replace this heavy-duty door, which is almost broken. Then we've got this reinforced windshield has to be replaced. We've got about 7 more that need to be replaced. Like that one right there is in pretty bad shape. That one there is in pretty bad shape. So we're going to try to replace all the reinforced windshields by cannibalizing both of these. Swing the door off. I'm going to see, I'll get some raw materials by pulling these seats out and then use those raw materials to fix the quarter plates and steel plates and stuff like that that's here. And we got some parts we could take off of here. Let's see if they got the 24-inch wheel. Yeah, these also have 24-inch wheels, but they're not in great shape. There's one that's okay. But once again, I don't have enough jacking quality, I think. Now, I don't know where the boom went, but I'm going to get the boom out, unfold it, so I can swing some of these car parts around. And when I get everything fixed up a little bit better, I will be back with another update. Alright, and down the rabbit hole we go. Here's where I'm at so far. We've deployed the portable boom, which, you know, is helping, or whatever. I've been taking everything out of here because I want to replace the controls. So here's the controls, which I can't remove, even though I meet all the requirements. So I assume the security system is in the way, which requires electronics 4, so I'm working on that. So while I'm trying to work on electronics 4, I realize, okay, I really can't work on electronics 4 without solder. I don't have solder, so here was what I was thinking. I want to make solder. If I want to make solder, I need a tool with anvil of 1, but I also need swage and die set. I don't know what I'm going to do about the rosin, I just saw that. Okay. What does the rosin take? Because I was looking at the swage and die set. Uh-oh. Okay, that'll be a search on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Cataclysm. But anyway, so I was looking at the swage and die set. So the swage and die set is going to require a tool with anvil of 3 and some flat jaw tongs. Huh. And what are these flat jaw tongs of which you speak? Flat jaw tongs require a tool with anvil of 1, and I can make those. So that leaves me with needing to make an actual anvil, and the actual anvil is going to require what? Anvil. Yeah, I just can't spell anvil for some reason. There we go. Anvil is going to require like 2 heavy-duty frames. No big deal. So what I need to do is craft the anvil and the swage and die set. But before I do that, I've got to do the flat jaw tongs. Okay. And if I do all of those things, then I'll be able to make solder using, well, now I won't have the rosin, so I'm going to have to look that up. But I have the lead, and I have enough tin powder to make some solder. It makes it 50 at a time, so I could make about 200 solder on my own. So this is the direction I'm going to head. I'm going to do it off camera, so I'll be back with an update in just a moment. All right, folks, it's been about 4 days, and we've been just pulling stuff off of this prison bus. As you can see, it's been very much cannibalized, and repairing and replacing stuff in here. I've still got a little bit more to do, but as you can see right there, let's see, which one of these windshields? That windshield I still got to replace, apparently. But anyway, I've been getting the reinforced windshields replaced, and I replaced the heavy-duty door, which is almost broken down. We still got roof problems that need to be repaired, but anyway. This door here, I may replace with a heavy-duty door. We've got another one that we can use. We've got this whole other bus to cannibalize with its heavy-duty doors. We can pull them off, and they turn into heavy-duty steel frames. And the other thing that I got done was this. I got the flat jaw tongs made, the swage and die set made, I got the anvil made. And most of our batteries are getting pretty close to fully charged as we work on all this. So we've got, you know, some advanced tools to work with. However, I wanted to, well, first of all, I haven't got the electronic skill yet because I got no solder to work with. And if I want to repair these controls, this makes me a little nervous. The only thing I lack for that is the 16 solder. So I did find out how to get that, which is going to be if I go to my disassemble menu and I look at the advanced solar panels. I had to look this up on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Cataclysm because I can't read it. It's 2 amplifier circuits, 20 copper wire, 2 power converters, 12 something. And I look up on the Hitchhiker's Guide here. Let me read it off of here. Advanced solar panel. There's a disassembly thing here. Obtaining, crafting. Hey, wait a minute now. Did I read this wrong? Oh, disassembles into 35 solder, 2 power converters, 2 amplifier circuits, and 12 advanced solar cells. So I'm not getting the whole story here. I'm going to disassemble one of these. 35 solder, and we need, I think it's 15 or 16 to repair the controls. So I think I'm just going to disassemble a couple of these advanced solar panels, and that'll give us a little bit of solder to work with. Whether I want to use that, all that, you know, that solder in particular to get my electronic skill up, I'm not sure. I might. I could do a little bit of electronics crafting and get that skill up where it needs to be, where I could actually remove the controls. That was the thing I really wanted to do, but you need electronics to remove the controls. So I guess we'll use the gunsmith repair kit. I don't know. If you had better skills, you might learn the recipe, and that's interesting. So we covered, yep, we got the 20 copper wires, 1 power converter, 1 amplifier circuit, 35 solder, and 10 advanced solar cells. I want to examine those advanced solar cells because the solar cells went into the solar panel. Obviously, did I pass them up already, or where did they go? I think I set them down. Are they at my feet, or they're on the work table maybe? Yeah, they're on the work table. Let's examine these here. A tiny electronic device that can convert solar radiation into electric power. This one is a high performance type. You know of nothing you could craft with it. I'm curious whether I can disassemble that. Okay, so I can disassemble the solar panels, but not the solar cells, apparently. But anyway, that should allow us to repair the controls here. So if I hit repair and I go to the controls, I now have everything I need. And let's see how much repair that actually does. Until I get the electronic skill that I need where I can actually swap the controls out, this will have to do. But I definitely don't want to accidentally run over a zombie and then find out that my controls are busted. That would really suck. And I guess until we really figure this situation out and get everything repaired, I'm going to try not to ram a bunch of zombies because it apparently hurts every part inside the vehicle until we get the shock absorbers. Yeah. Unbelievable how much time this takes. I mean, I think we started this project on day 1 or day 2, and here it is day 6. Do you know you can spend a week just making tools, disassembling stuff, swinging parts in and out of a vehicle? To me, it's kind of crazy. I mean, in a week, you can travel an enormous distance. Or you can pedal on your vehicle. I did spend a little time making the windows line up, so there's different shapes for each part I discovered, and so I got some of them were out of rotation for whatever reason, and it looked a little funny. But on the integrated windshield or whatever, reinforced windshields, hey, we're running low on welding wire and brazing rods, so I'm gonna swing by the scrapyard and see what he's got also. So that's one thing we need to do. Okay, you repair their controls, and it was this, and what is it now? Much better. That fully repaired. So I don't know about the frame. So I'm thinking that everything is mounted to this frame, right? Well, if that frame breaks, isn't everything gonna fall out or something? So I need a chunk of steel, and I think, see, I don't really have any chunks of steel handy, but I've got these lumps of steel. Let's look here. Lump. I got a lump of steel that'll give me 4 chunks of steel, so I'm going to disassemble one of those. That'll give me enough chunks of steel to repair the frame that my controls are mounted to, and hopefully we won't have a problem there. The other problem I've run into just now is right before Kunji went to bed, I was drinking out of our 20-liter water tank, and it's empty. So I need to drive down to the pond and fill up with water. And I want to drive by the scrapyard and see what we can pick up with say a merch currency strap or something. It might be a little bit of a shortcut to some of this process, or even let's say craft some cargo containers or something like that, because these cargo containers, it's in order to craft a brand new one, is going to require like 4 ropes each, I think, according to the recipe I was looking at. So it's not great, but anyway, let's repair this frame here. That didn't do much. And that's all the repairs I can do. That didn't help much at all. I need to replace that frame, and that's going to mean I need to pull everything out. Now this doesn't have a, let's see, security system. Huh. Clock. I can take off the roof, I can take out the car horn, the clock, the seat belt, and the dashboard, but to get to the controls, that's electronics. Let's look at it. Remove the controls. Oh, that's mechanics too. What? Oh, hold on now. Hold on now. Examine. Okay, I think it's the security system that's holding me up over here. If the other thing doesn't have a security system, maybe we could... but it does have one. Now, I've heard of people... Let's see if this one has a security system. Maybe we can take its controls. And it does. Dang it. I've heard of people smashing that tile and breaking the security system. Which... Does this even have controls? Looks like the controls on this one are gone anyway. Anyway, I wonder if theoretically we could smash the tile that the controls are on, which is what, right there? Maybe breaking the security system before we break the controls and then remove it. And I don't know, that might be worth a try. What do I have to use? I've got my Boken. I can wield that. Let me just try a quick smash and see if that security system will bust. Oh, Birdie, you're in my way, dear. Swap positions with me. Smash that direction. It's not even saying that smashing is happening, though. For whatever reason, smashing isn't happening. On this one, our controls are here. Maybe smash that. There we go. There, the security system is destroyed. Okay. Now, can we remove the controls? Oh my God, that is it. Haha. Hey, guys, that's a tip well worth knowing. I don't remember where I picked that tip up, but that is the way to go. Hell yeah, you can smash the security system. Did it give me the controls then, or did it give me parts? That's what I'm hoping. I got the controls. Vehicle parts, tools, weapons, guns, items worn. Uh-oh. Where'd the vehicle parts go? Containers, keys, manuals, drugs. Okay, the controls went to my feet. There we go. We got vehicle controls. Also, I need to take my earplugs out because Bertie was trying to say something, and I don't know what it was. Okay, that means that we can go ahead and remove these control. Oh, well, we don't need to now because I repaired them. But oh well, we've got spare controls now, so that's a good thing. Actually, we pulled out a few other parts. Let's see, we got a heavy-duty frame, reinforced glass. Here we go. We got a spare car horn and a spare dashboard. What's the volume of the dashboard? It's 10 volumes. I don't know if I want to bring that with me, but anyway, there's one. This can be, the wristwatch can be made into a clock. But anyway, well, now we know how to do it with the vehicle controls. You got a security system in the way? Just smash it. All right, I'm going to drop some of these books off down here too. I've contemplated going into the prison because we know, because we don't tell Bertie this, but since we escaped from the other prison, if we go in here, let's see, actually there's an easy way. We go in here and the first right there probably should lead to a tactical weapons and ammo area. We could probably pick up some grenades and guns and stuff from in there. And it'd be a good chance to try out our Boken. The only real danger that we might face is whether the zombies are more highly evolved than we'd like them to be. I'm going to double check that I've got my 5.7, which I do, Molotov cocktails, which I do. And I'm going to drop some tools off over here. And I think I want to go ahead and hop in the prison and have a look. We can use lockpicks because Kunji's got enough skill in that. Shouldn't be a problem. So we'll drop off the arc welder and the hacksaw right there. Also, we could go downstairs and fill our jerry can with water from the downstairs area maybe. But other than that, I was thinking I'd just take a little drive down to the pond and fill up the tank from there. But I did want to have a look inside the prison. We cannibalized the heavy-duty frames off of here to make our anvil. So there's where these heavy-duty frames came from, using this portable boom, which I hopefully will remember to put back in the Justice for All. Yeah, it's been interesting. Can we open this door? No, it's locked. Let's pick the lock. I got some wires laying around. If we destroy these picks, it'll be no big deal. Alright, here we go. Sorry about my phone, folks. Car buyer's guide. Oh, we don't have to do this. We could pry it open with the Halligan bar, apparently. Well, we'll save a lockpick next time and do that. Alright, so we know kind of what's in here. Right on the other side of this door should be some, godforsaken. Was that shuffling? Yeah, and we're going to be trapped in this hallway too. We're going to pry that open. Stop prying. Oh my god, they just... Uh-oh. What's this? A skeletal dog. Zombie cop, SWAT zombie. Alright. A little bit more advanced than I was hoping they'd be, but okay, so she quickly struck the SWAT zombie. Let's have a look here. She did some critical damage right away. I'm going to start joining in the melee. I did 8 damage. We're not doing good damage, but we're striking quickly. Okay, one of them went down. This guy, fake a strike. Okay, I'm bleeding. My left leg got clawed by the SWAT zombie. Alright, bam. We took him down, and the skeleton dog went right down also. So, excellent. Got a zombie cop coming up. And there we go. Easy peasy. Let's turn on our flashlight. I'm going to peek in because I like the way that we're on either side of the door here. I don't see any more. Let's stand here for a minute while she pulps the corpses. Alright, well that could have gone worse. Let's see what we got. Heavy duty flashlight, 2-way radio. I'll take those to practice electronics and for disassembly and stuff. Got an individual patrol kit. We'll take the bandage and the medical gauze. With a wallet contained nothing that we particularly need. I'll grab the condom. And we've got medical gloves and a tourniquet. Okay. We also got an H&K UMP 45 +1. 3 clips for that. Exactly what kind of this is this? This is a successor to the MP5 submachine gun. It retains the earlier model's supreme accuracy and low recoil, but in the higher 45 caliber. Well, seems like a really good thing to have. Let's grab all that stuff and the double-aught shot. I guess the 2-way radio. Got some compromised plates and stuff. Blood drips from my leg. Okay. Let's unwield the boken. I think those bokens performed okay. Wield the boken again. Hey, that was easy. That was easy peasy. What do we got inside the prison here? A blackjack, riot armor suit, 5 tear gas grenades. Now, these riot armor suits are in perfect repair. Am I wearing a riot armor suit? I think so. I've got a wetsuit that needs to be repaired. My riot armor suit is in good repair. And my riot helmet I'm not wearing. Okay. And I wonder about Birdie. Let's check her stuff out real quick. Can we examine sword armor? Oh, she's in great shape, so we don't need that stuff. But I think I'll drag it out of here and see if we can trade it to the people in the castle. So we got another 30-06 rifle. Definitely grabbing the grenades right away. 40mm tear gas grenades for our rocket launcher. Stun gun tonfa, riot leg guards. Got more gas masks and a tactical tonfa. Mossberg 500 security. Pump action shotgun. I'll grab the tear gas grenades. Oh, M79 launcher, a widely used grenade launcher that first saw use by American forces in the Vietnam War. Though mostly replaced by more modern launchers, the M79 still sees use with many units worldwide. Capacity, 1 round of 40 by 46 grenade. And a Caltech KSG bullpup pump action shotgun. Gas mask. Okay, we'll take the launcher and the gas mask. We can unwield the boken, and then we can wield the Caltech KSG if we want to. I don't know, do we want to? Let's look first. There's another Caltech KSG, I think. Tactical gloves. Oh, there's another tear gas grenade. Should we wear tactical gloves? Let's try and wear. It probably conflicts with our leather gloves, so let's take off the leather gloves. There we go. We've got tactical gloves on. Yeah, I think I'll just, I think I'll just remember that most of this stuff is here, to be honest, because we've already got a lot of stuff in storage. I think we could go trade it to the guy at the castle first and then come down here. If we go downstairs, we're going to have to face the electronic zombies that do the zapping. They can pull your weapon out of your hand if it's metal, but the Boken is not... Sorry about my phone. The Boken is not metal. So I think we could go down there and beat the crap out of those guys, no problem. But what's the purpose? Let's see. There's also, what, tools down there? That's about it. I just wanted to see that room, to be honest. And what's this room here? I forget. Let's pry this open. Can I examine? I can just open it. Oh, bathroom here. Swap positions. Wield our Boken again. We could check out this room. I think we're going to be okay to do that. It doesn't lead directly into the prison. And there'll be a few other items there. So I can pick the lock. That's not something you can pry open. Hey, there's nobody in here. And there's nothing in here. Can we open the door from this side? Yep, sure can. I'm going to take a peek in, see how evolved they are. Yep, they've evolved. There's a zombie necro boomer here, for example. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We get in here, there's very likely brutes and stuff, but I don't see any reason to actually go in there, except that we need an angle grinder, but no. We've done the prison escape. Yeah, thanks. That's a good idea to close that door behind you. We've done the prison escape. I'm not sure we want to go back in. Alright, so we've got steel plating here and our portable boom. I'm going to grab these raw materials and pull them over. We don't have a tool with a lifting, jacking quality high enough to change out the tires. So that's going to be a thing we need to. Let's look for the tire. Okay, that one's good. That one's damaged. One of these is kind of bad, if I remember. That one's okay. These aren't too bad. They could be worse. So I'm looking at the reinforced windshields. Oh, that wheel right there, not in good shape. That one needs to be replaced. But I don't have enough jacking quality to get a new one. So that reinforced windshield needs to be changed out. And that one. So I've got about 2, maybe 3 reinforced windshields to go. So here's my plan. I'm going to take a cut. And we'll head over to the scrapyard as soon as I get that work done. I may go down here to the pond and go ahead and fill up my water tank before I start recording again. But I'll rejoin you as we head over to the scrapyard. I'll be right back. Alright folks, well I was down here, I finished all the repairs on the vehicle, and then I came down to the pond to get some water. I've got a pretty good system for it, but I don't know if we're going to get to talk about it, because here comes a ladybug. A mutated ladybug the size of a big dog. While not as dangerous as her giant sisters, she's still troublesome to deal with. It does say mildly dangerous. So this ladybug seems to have gotten interested in us, and I'm going to try right now. I think right now I'm wielding my in-progress clean water. We'll get back to that in a second. Let's wield the Boken. And we'll drop the in-process clean water. And get ready to support Birdie if that ladybug comes around. Yeah, here we go. Look out for that ladybug right on top of us. Yeah, here it comes. Now I'm going to try yelling. Yeah, that didn't help. Alright, I faked a strike. And here we go. The ladybug bites your head, but fails to penetrate your armor. Looks like I'm hitting for about 11 damage with the Boken. Wait, did it say I've damaged? Oh, I blocked some of the damage with my Boken also. Excellent, excellent. Alright, that ladybug hit me in the torso, causing bleeding. She's taken about less than half of her damage. Birdie Hodges is swinging wildly and missing. I battered the ladybug for 26 damage. Faked a strike, pulled a quick strike, faked another strike, knocked it off balance, and killed the ladybug. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Let's unwield the Boken. Store that in our inventory. Birdie's going to pulp that corpse, and we're going to put pressure on our bleeding wound. I'm now going to apply my in progress clean water. Let's go ahead and finish this. I'll show you how I'm doing it. And it's working okay, but we're going through a lot of charcoal. I'm using my charcoal cooker and standing next to the water source and then standing near Justice for All, and I'm able to just dump the clean water into Justice for All. I've gotten it up to about 13 liters now. I'm getting about, I think, 4 liters at a time. And then I have to reload my charcoal cooker. So once it's totally full, I just examine the water source. No. I open my crafting menu, go to clean water, and do a batch craft, and pick about 16 clean water. And we're using the charcoal cooker, 50 charcoal, basically 48 charcoal, and just pulling the water straight out of there, running it through the pot that I'm holding in my hand, and then dumping it into the Justice for All. So it's working. Now if I examine the Justice for All, what do we got? 17 liters. All right, one more batch and we're going to be totally full. I swear, I'm so sorry about my phone noises, folks. I don't know how loud that is on your end, but probably plenty. Anyway, I'm going to do a batch craft. I can just hit the dash key, and that'll do a batch craft. Let's put this on Do Not Disturb. Episode's almost over. It's too late, but anyway, I just hit the dash key. That gives me a batch, redo the last craft, and that includes the batch of 16. So it's going to go ahead and do 16 more hot water. And I can fill Justice for All. I got a little bit left over. I'm just going to pour it on the ground. We'll pour it back in, like so. And that'll work. And then we'll head over to the scrapyard. Actually, before we depart for parts unknown, I dragged the ladybug corpse right here, which is pulped, but that's okay. I dragged it over here so I could try this. I don't have a butchering rack yet. I just looked at the crafting recipe for that. Metal butchering rack. I have everything I need except for a whole lot of pipe fittings. So we'll see if the guy at the scrapyard has pipe fittings for sale. We need about 16 of them. We have everything else. Including the anvil and so on. Butchering kit, I need a meat cleaver for. But anyway, I can apply this, I can apply this boom. Where is my boom? Did I apply it already? Where'd it go? There's no room to unfold the boom. Apply the boom. Where is it? I was wielding it. But when it said there's no room to apply the boom, it disappeared. Did it go here? Oh, there it is. When I couldn't unfold it, it dropped it. That's a good way to lose a boom. Anyway, I'm going to apply it. So I'll undo the boom. This should lift the corpse. And then I was going to try to make a crafting spot. Like, I don't know, right there. So that's actually a crafting spot now. So I'm going to drag the ladybug over the crafting spot. Then I'm going to hit capital B to butcher the ladybug. I don't have an X-Acto knife. And I'm going to do a dissection, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do a dissection. This tool is great, but you would still like a scalpel. But I think we're getting butchery bonuses for the lifting tool. Okay, my practical skill and healthcare increased as a result, so that's pretty cool. But I got nothing but butchery refuse. For your first cut, you connect the dozen openings on the creature's sides, only to reveal a finger-sized wriggling grub in each. That's odd. Did it go in my inventory? I think I would get some. I guess when you dissect, you don't get any organs or anything. And the wiggling grubs, are they here? Are there actually wiggling grubs? I hope not. I don't see any. All right, so we need to examine the boom, and then we can fold it. wheeled it. Swap positions with birdie. It actually goes in the tool sorting area. And that gave us some kind of a proficiency, maybe creatures of flight it might have, I don't know. Principles of biology, maybe we got a little bit of that from dissecting the ladybug. I don't know. I almost wish I'd properly butchered it now, but it is what it is. I'm going to wield the Boken, so don't forget to do that later. Oh, don't try to wield when you're standing next to all that. And I think we're full of water now. Yep, 20 liters of water. Actually, we're hydrated. Need to eat a bite really quick here. We'll just eat an old pickle. Going through the stuff that's going bad anyway, instead of preparing meals, because it's too much work. Plus, what are you going to make with potato chips anyway? There we go. A little worn out from today's activities. Are all the doors shut? Yep, all the doors are shut. We're good to go. So I'm going to fire up the Justice for All. Hopefully not drive into the water. All right, and then I'm just going to auto drive over to the scrapyard and we can see what he's got, if anything. And it looks like, based on our time here, that we're only going to probably be able to do the scrapyard bit, and we're going to have to we'll have to go to the castle in the next episode. But that'll be okay. At least we made it to all the other destinations I think that we meant to get to. Heard metal screeching. Stop driving. Yes. From the north, you hear metal screeching. Okay. They're right here. So it's fine. From here, you heard metal screeching. Nice. Well, I just want to make sure that it's not our vehicle. From the north, you hear metal screeching. I think one of those evolved zombies is tearing his way out of his prison cell. What I would guess, and that's why I really didn't want to go back into the prison, because I don't know, I wasn't prepared to be locked in a tight hallway up against a chain link fence with a zombie brute in my face, and I could just kind of see that happening. We'll get around to that later once we have the full suit of awesome armor and cybernetic enhancements that our friend at the castle has to offer, hopefully, in the next episode. The game has gotten so laggy that I decided it might be better to go ahead and just drive over here manually. And I've almost decided on a laptop or mini computer to buy, so I'll keep you posted. But I was looking at the Star Labs Starfighter Mark V, since it comes with Manjaro, if you want it. I think that would be really cool, so I may look at buying that one. I've been shopping for weeks, and I've got paralyzing indecision. All right, here is, who are we talking to here? Talk to Stacy Word Still, the scrapper. I'm in to say nice to meet you. He says, haven't seen another face in quite a while. Not a living one, at least. State your business. Maybe you got some use for some of this scrap metal? Yeah, I probably do. What's your story? Well, I held a modest job here as a scrapyard worker. Business was fair most days, but when the end of the world hit, I was on a solo shift. With all the craziness going on in the cities and whatnot, I decided to just stay here for a while. I figured someone might find use for the leftover metal lying around, so I started selling it to anyone who passed by. Huh. Well, why stay here of all places? Well, like I said, I was already here when the dead got pissed off. This place had some barbed wire, metalworking tools, and plenty of stuff to make weapons out of. Even the walls are my own making. Wow, you think I could stay here? He says, sure, I'm fine with it. There's a spare bed in the shed next door for anyone who needs it. Just don't hog it. Someone else may come along. Hey, thanks, amigo. Hey, can I buy anything? He says, sure thing. I got a few things on hand. What do you have? Well, let me take a look at your stock. He sells chunks of steel. Look at this. Price is hidden. Thanks. Great. That's wonderful. Oh, good grief. Oh well. Anyway, he's got chunks of steel, lumps of steel, high steel, mild steel, scrap metal, sheet metal. Sheet metal's always handy. He will not part with his bronze. Got him a heavy crowbar. Back holster for his AR-15. So we're looking at... He's also got lead, bismuth, and aluminum and stuff that he won't trade. Platinum. Huh. So chunks of steel, pretty much, is what I'm seeing here. So not too exciting. No, that's all. But by the way, you know, while we're on the topic, Mr. Word. Hey, pleasure to see you again, my dude. You got any jobs you need done? He says, I do have a job for you. You want to hear about it? Yeah, tell me about it. He says, since business is increasing around here, I've decided to start selling more specialized metal. This guy wants Megatrons also. So we already took a quest to get Megatrons for the other scrapper. I'm not going to take that one. So he said he's got an adjoining bed that you can sleep in. It must be in the other building. I swap positions with you for a second there, Birdie. Oh yeah, is this what he's talking about? Blanket and a sleeping bag. Well, we can sleep here if we want to. That's nice. That's a nice offer. There's a steel frame out here. Some of this stuff, I wonder, I don't think he would mind. Oh, sorry, Birdie, come on out. I don't think he would mind if we disassembled some of this stuff. Like I could use some pilot lights out of that oven, for example. We could probably cull through the scrap with our entrenching tool and see what lies beneath. And I wonder if we could disassemble the vending machines or the washing machine. So would it be considered stealing? Here's what I want to find out. Let's deconstruct this. So that didn't give us a theft warning. All right, now if I want to grab it, excuse me, say I wield that. It does not appear to be considered stealing. All right, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Uh-oh. Can I not squeeze in there? Oh, there's a wall there or something. What is this? Metal wall. Okay, swap positions with me, Birdie. All right, yeah, it's another scrapyard. Hey, you don't mind if I pick your strawberries, do you there, what's your name? Blueberries, strawberries? That's what I'm talking about. What's on this tree? No, willow tree, not anything from that. And I wish I had... This vehicle belongs to the Wasteland Scavengers. Yeah, we won't mess with the vehicle. Alright, folks, I'm going to wrap the episode up here. I've done this in so many parts, I'm not sure exactly where we are on the mission timer. But I'm going to get back in control of the Justice for All. Have a quick look at the map. Nice meeting Stacy Word Still, the scrapper. We have a very short trip ahead of us, I believe. Yep, we're going to cross that highway. Stop by this LMOE, and that's the LMOE, if I'm remembering correctly, where the hidden room should have lots of loots for us. We'll probably start out the episode going to that LMOE, wind it up at the castle, doing the trading mission with the transdimensional aliens. Thanks for joining me for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I will see you in the next one, and in the meantime, take care.